that from our business standpoint, when I'm DG 6.5 years or so now, and the time there we've made that shift from a on-premises software to now where software as a service, and is that monthly recurring subscription where, no, you don't get people on a 30-day contract. You cancel, like this isn't Spotify where I can say, you know what, I don't like your programming. I'm canceling my DG contract because I don't like your policy pack.
I'm boycotting Joe Rogan. That's exactly. It. I'm out.
But the point is that when you're in this type of an approach, businesses have to work. They have to make sure that they're showing value on a consistent basis. And it's something that when you have that annual subscription model, I think people sometimes get lazy. When you have that recurring model, you're very much on the onus to make sure that, hey, how can we constantly show results out there? And that's why that whole concept of customer success is such an important function in businesses and software as a service businesses, because you need to make sure that your customers are set up to succeed. And one of the things I hate hearing is someone say, "I didn't know you guys could do that." And I just feel like we as a business from top to bottom have failed in some sense. If the customer says, especially a long-time customer says, "I didn't know digital gardening could do that," that's like, okay, we got to keep this process moving along here and fix that.
Or we got to upgrade sales.
Yeah.
Or customer success, right? Because a lot of people call, the hunter is the salesperson, and then it transitions to a customer success type of environment. And that's where you're building the relationship, right? It's not just renewals, it's not just support, it's all of that, which is if I can, and I really like that term, right? Because ultimately that's what it's about. If you're not in a situation where you're helping the customer be successful, what the hell are you doing? Right. Besides paying your mortgage and getting your, paying the lease on your BMW, right? It's got to be about more than that. And again, that's obviously changed as I've gotten older and much more, kind of nostalgic about, kind of just what this is all about. Right. And again, having been in this for, well over 30 years at this point, it is about the relationships, right? It's about the people. It's about, having fun, winning, right? We all love to win, but ultimately it really is about those relationships that you build with people. And in this kind of environment where we are so codependent on each other, that becomes so much more important. I mean, so much more important.
And we talked about some of when the relationships are going well, when you have successes out there, that isn't always the case there. And before I got into marketing, I spent a good chunk of my career in sales, and a couple of my favorite sales stories are customers. I had one guy who I was new to the territory, just doing the phone calls in there. I called him up, left a message. He called me back to yell at me to say, "Don't ever call him again. He had a bad experience with the company." And I invested time and eventually turned him around. So when you're a technology, a security leader, and you have detractors in the business, how do you go about handling that kind of in short term? Let's put out the fire. And then how do we then get those to be on your side there? Because sometimes those can be your best advocates. You take someone who, hey, I hated you last week, and now this week, this is the best thing. Or what's kind of your guidance there?
Brutal honesty. If you have to fall on the sword, right? You have to accept responsibility, and you have to have a plan to move forward, right? And if you don't have those, don't make the call, right? Because the customer who's already pissed off is going to be more irate when you give them some load of crap about kind of how you're gonna fix stuff in a non convincing way, right? So what you're telling me is you just want the renewal, or you want the expansion, and then I'm not going to hear from you again. I would have some choice words, but again, this is a family recording, so typically the other end of that phone is unpleasant at that point. So you've got to come clean, right? You know what, we did not meet our expectations and really what it is that we should be doing for you in these following ways. Here's what we're doing to fix them. Here's how we're going to track progress. And we're setting up another call right now to check in so I can make sure that you understand that we are fixing this. And God help you if you don't, right? If you fall short again, just send them a nice little card and say, "It's been great doing business with you. I'll call you from my next vendor because this one's going down."
Thanks for watching. Join us next time when Mike discusses migrating your security stack.